Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at what messages you need to receive from your angels. Now of course, as usual, you have three piles in front of you, so please make sure you pick a pile that is most for you. And of course, if you want to go ahead and pick multiple piles, you're welcome to do that, because with angel messages it's all about what you connect with. I'll give you some time and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels. So let's take a look at what the angels have to tell you. Now, the angels are telling you that they want you to work with them. They want you to invite them in their life, and they want you to understand what they're trying to say. Okay, so once again, when it comes to your meditation, specifically before sitting for meditation, probably invite them to support you or to give you certain messages that they feel are right for your life. So that is something that you can do. Or of course, if you feel like you have any kind of worries, give your worries to the angels so that the angels can carry those forward to the divine is a message from them. But working with them closely and in close alignment, especially when it comes to any areas of your life that are troubling you, is what your angels have to tell you. But they're also telling you that sometimes you have a tendency to complicate your life unnecessarily. Whether this is about your emotions, whether this is about carrying other people's stuff, or whether it is carrying your own stuff, like your physical stuff, clutter. That is something that you have to be slightly careful with. So in each area of your life, they want you to sit down and work out. Ask yourself how simple things are in your life. Or if you feel like, oh, this area of my life is really troubling me, it is really complicated, ask yourself what is troubling you and what steps that you can take to simplify them is a message from you. Because everything that they're telling you is simplify, let go of the burdens is their message when it comes to you. Because what happens is, when you simplify your life, you're going to be able to make the roads of happiness and joy very, very simple. So it's like unnecessarily you have a tendency to complicate things, maybe complicate your emotions or complicate the path for you ahead. Make things simple so that the joy and happiness that you deserve will be a part of your life very, very soon. And remember this, the angels are telling you that God has given you the intrinsic ability to co-create with him. And what happens is, God gives you that when you're born. When we are children, we know exactly what God wants. We know how to interact with God. But as we grow up in age, we sort of lose that connection with that innocence. And that connection with innocence is a connection with God. See, angels are able to communicate very, very clearly with children. Children are actually able to see angels as well because of the simplicity and the belief system that they come from the divine. So you have to do that. You have to become a child again, Believe very easily in them and know that you're still the co-creator of your universe. You've just forgotten that about yourself. Now, if you feel in some areas of your life that you're alone, or you feel like you're not able to share your emotions with anybody, maybe that is what requires you to carry all the burdens on yourself. Remember, you're not alone. Your angels are with you and your Teacup family is with you. So if at any point of time you feel alone, please make sure you connect with your angels or you connect with us as a family, and know that never ever ever you're alone. See, and we as a spirit tribe, we walk together. It doesn't matter what distances we stay in. It doesn't even matter if we are strangers. See, we are all connected with this thread of divine. Okay, and souls that travel together will always be connected. So never ever are you alone. Please know that in yourself, and please, sort of share your burdens is a message when it comes to you. And remember, God has a hand in everything. So whatever is happening in your life, it is divinely intended for you to realize certain things, for you to learn certain lessons, because God wants you to evolve. What is happening? There's almost a veil of ignorance right now in your life, which is making you feel like, oh, this is not right. Even though things may be difficult, they are exactly in place for you to see the grand hand of the divine in everything. So focus on the good, focus on the blessings that God has bestowed on you, because clearly He's given you a lot more. Now, When you see the good in everything, when you travel lightly and remove the obstacles from your own path, the healing process will begin for you. And with the healing process, it's almost like you need to heal your relationship with the divine. So if your relationship with the divine is slightly struggling, or if you struggle with faith in some area of your life, okay, you need to heal yourself. It's like you have to go back to be the child and trust blindly into the divine is what is coming forth. Now, the angels are also telling you that you're probably involved in doing things in one way. You're probably sticking to one thing and being like, oh, this works for me, I'm going to be constantly doing it. Or if when it comes to food, it's like you're just eating pasta. See, there are 100 kinds of foods in the world. If you stick to pasta, you will never know all the delicacies in the world. So that is exactly when it comes to life. Look for new experiences, look for new knowledge, look for new organizations to work with, look for new people that you can connect with and learn from, because you need diversity in your life. You cannot do with something similar at the same time. See, once again, once you simplify your life, you'll open your roads, obstacles will be cleared, and you'll be welcome to lead a new life, because the angels are telling you that probably right now, when it comes to your cycle of growth, you've experienced everything that you can by doing something similar. Once you try different things, you will increase, the cycle of growth when it comes to life, and more money will come in, more material abundance will come into life. So if you want to experience growth in your life, do something different. Okay, that's the message for you. And when it comes to achieving your goals, your angels are already telling you you're very, very close to achieving your goals. But of course, there's this one little part of it remaining. So persevere, do the best, ask for angelic help, and you will achieve your goals, is what the angels are here to tell you. Now, the angels are also here to tell you that you have convinced yourself of certain things that are not true. It's like you're telling yourself a tale that is convenient according to your viewpoint, but maybe somebody has a different perspective on it. So listen to everybody's point of view. You may not have to agree with it, but if you listen to it, you'll be able to expand your mind. You'll be able to expand your understanding. Once again, diversity. It cannot be your way or the highway. You have to expand. Your family life as well is also coming forth. So right now, if you're happy being on your own, maybe you feel that way, but you're alone in certain cases. So invite new people in your life, because I feel like community is something that you need. And sometimes what happens is, certain spiritual lessons or certain lessons in life we can learn in isolation. But there comes a time when you have to expand our consciousness, and then we need people. So once again, shine your bright light and go forth in the direction of the world. But at the same time, your internal guidance system is also strong, and certain codes are now being activated within you. And once those codes are activated, you'll be able to see the world lightly. And once again, Sanat Kumara is a being of light, and when a person holds on to things that are like weighing them down, then Sanat Kumara is not able to fill his purpose in your life completely. So when Sanat Kumara comes up, he's telling you he wants to make you like him. Are you ready for the next journey when it comes to your spiritual life? Are you ready for the activation of the code? Once again, getting back to the basics, activation of the higher codes is what he's able to ask you. Once again, carrying the loads, carrying unnecessary things is something that you have to be very careful of. When it comes to your work, if you have too many burdens, prioritize what is important, leave the rest, because you cannot do 100 things simultaneously. One thing at a time, stick to it, carry that responsibility off, and only then move on to next one. Now, I'm specifically going to give you messages relating to your relationships, and especially because you had the message of loneliness, I'll really give you what you need. Let's see what you need to learn. Be authentic. Once again, it is very important for you to be real. Once again, having a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody is important. Telling the other person how you feel is important. Open the windows of your heart. That is a message coming through. So don't hold on to your emotions only to yourself. Share them, because that sharedness will actually open the hearts of healing when it comes to your life. You cannot heal alone is a message for you. Once again, when it comes to your life, not only do you require support, but somebody else requires that support too. So I feel like the relationships now that you have in your life are going to be mutually supportive. Like somebody needs something from you and you need something from them. Okay, so it's going to be a mutually supportive relationship. So make genuine efforts in making sure that relationships thrive and there is harmony is what is coming for. So be supportive of other people so that they can be supportive of you too. And love endures. So one thing that you have to know is, don't give up on love, romantic love or relationship related love. Okay, don't lose faith, because love is a quality that endures. It endures lifetimes. So once again, if you've lost somebody in your past, that love will continue to. Your loved ones never leave you, they're always with you. So you have to understand the enduring nature of love and don't feel like a relationship is over, because relationships are not like that. So specifically when it comes to your romantic life, I'll give you some messages. When it comes to matter of the heart, there is no right or wrong choice. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So if you're afraid, like, oh, should I make this choice? Should I not? See, if you make a mistake, you'll obviously learn from it. And if you go right, then you go right, you go home. That's the message for you. So don't worry about making the wrong choices. Worry about not making any choice at all. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept that things are the way they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So if you're trying to change a couple of things when it comes to relationship, and if you feel like, oh, no matter how much I'm trying, things are not working out, at one point you have to accept that certain people are the way they are, certain relationships are going to be the way they are. You have to be your authentic self and be as good as you can or as supportive as you can, to the best of your abilities. Okay, we all have our boundaries. Nobody is asking you to overstep them, but acceptance is the key to inner peace. And twin flame. So once again, with certain people in your life, you have a twin flame relationship. So maybe together you cannot function effectively, and when you're far away you cannot function effectively. So it's like you need each other, okay, to probably fulfill a purpose when it comes to life that is there. But once again, it is about a twin flame relationship. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy in your life regardless of the circumstances that you find currently in. So once again, when it comes to joy and happiness, you have to invite it in. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to be happy. Sometimes what happens is, because of certain situations we feel like you don't deserve love, but every human being deserves love, because it is a gift that comes from the divine, is a message for you. And last one, forgiveness. Okay, so once again, if somebody is done wrong to you, it is best to forgive and forget at this point of time, because as I told you, you need the other person needs you, and it's like a twin flame relationship. You cannot function without them, you cannot function with them. And I feel like this particular relationship, is a relationship with your family members, specific family members maybe, but it is coming through. I'll give you one last one because I feel like you need that. A message for you. I am thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So once again, this is a message from somebody who deeply loves you, and they're telling you that they're thinking of you at this very moment, and they carry your love in their heart. Yeah, but overall, I'm so glad it's a message of love once you're wrapping up, with the last message. But overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels. Remember, whenever you want, connect with them, because they want to connect with you and they want to help you when it comes to your life. I'll leave you here with nothing but my best wishes, and see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels. And let's take a look at what they have to tell you. Today we have loads of cards, and especially towards the end we have messages for your relationships. So stay tuned for that. Now, your angels are telling you that at this point of time, the most important thing for you has to be learning. Whether this is learning on your own or actually enrolling for a course, because it's like your knowledge base has to increase. You have to open your mind to newness. See what is happening, whatever you've acquired is good, but it is not good enough. So maybe study a lot more, enroll for a course in university, exchange ideas with new people, or read a book on your own. But teaching and learning is the highlight for you in the next phase of your life. And what is happening, there are also certain downloads that you're receiving. And with downloads, I'll tell you this, especially spiritual related downloads. we don't understand it always. Like we get a message maybe through meditation, or we get a message like normally, and sometimes it isn't in the easiest language. So then when you go for learning, or when you like read some kind of book, that knowledge comes to us as well. But of course spiritually as well, you're receiving an energetic upgrade, you're receiving upgrades when it comes to inner codes. So one thing will happen, your eyes will open towards the truth. You will know what the right path for you. You will also know what changes you're supposed to be making when it comes to your life and your internal life on your own. It's like this channel is opening up, where exactly at every given point, whatever your guidance you need, it is coming to you. So you don't have to depend on anybody else for that guidance anymore. For a couple of you, travel to the astral realms via your dreams, or travel to the astral realms especially via meditation is possible. So please make sure you're open to that idea if you are in your life. Now, once again, I feel like pile 2, there is a certain amount of stagnancy that you're experiencing in your life. You probably, not changed your lifestyle in a long time, not changed the way you're working in a long time, and certain adjustments are required relating to that. Okay, there is an entire world waiting for you, but you're very happy when it comes to, your own little room in your house. So open yourself to travel, especially open yourself to new knowledges, and open yourself up to new people, because life is taking you in a new direction and you're becoming the grandest version of yourself ever. Now, you also have to make sure that in everything you do, you experience joy. Whether this is waking up in the morning, making a cup of tea, or just taking care of your daily activities, find joy in it. Don't do your work as if it's like the greatest chore in the world and you cannot wait to get it done. Everything do it with joy, because that joy will give you opportunities to experience things that will then you bring you joy. So give out the vibration that you actually want to attract in your life, and be very, very, very careful about your vibration that you're giving out, especially right now, because the planetary positions are such that things are actually coming at a much rapid rate than they ever did before. So once again, be enthusiastic, be joyful to experience that joy when it comes to life. So in order to do that, be intentional about everything. When you're doing something, question your intentions 100 times. Even when you're taking a new educational course, ask yourself, what is my purpose behind this? Or should I do something else? Intentional living, intentional thinking, intentional talking is what is important for you in everything that you do. Laser focused is the message for you right here. Because what is happening, once again with these energy downloads, once again with this energy learning, once again with this teaching that is coming your way, it's like you're going to the next level. So as I told you, things are coming to you at a massive rate than usual. So it's like, I'll tell you, in the last 1 year, at least 3 portals have opened for you. You've crossed those portals and you've received the next level of upgrade. Yeah. So that is the level that you're reaching into. But everything happens when you decide to change. If you decide to keep your life the way it is, those changes will not happen and the next pathway will not open for you. So it's like a decision that you have to make. Do I want to continue the way I am, or do I want something better? Yeah. So that's a decision that you have to take. And once again, creativity is going to be something that is going to be massive for you. Okay, now once again, let me tell you this: if all of a sudden you get an urge to be an artist and design something, it won't be very, very out of place. Because one thing I'll tell you, once these downloads start coming, see, it's pure energy, and pure energy comes out in beautiful form. See, I believe God is the greatest artist ever, so we are on his artistry. So obviously the gift of artistry will pass. So if that is something that is happening to you, create art. And once again, when it comes to healing your emotions as well, use art therapy to do that, because it's a beautiful way to channel your energies and to create something beautiful for your future. But your imagination, your creativity is going to be thriving. Now, when it comes to your material life, you have to make sure you pay attention to it first to see how it can grow in the future. So maybe this can come in the form of making certain investment decisions now that will help you in the future. Or for example, buying a property today that will probably give you, 10 times the results in the future. So growing your wealth has to be a focus, not counting where every little bit of money has gone. Focus on creating wealth. creating financial healthiness for yourself in the future, and to invest in things that will grow 100 times when it comes to the future. Yeah, that is important. And most importantly, see God in everything and see God in all people. So no matter who comes your way, even if it is the greatest enemy, first of all, forgive them, treat them well. If you cannot treat them well, at least, don't say anything negative, because treat in a way that God treats his people, and God treats his people with kindness. So that is the way you have to do it. When you start seeing God in everything, automatically your approach towards things changes. Yeah, don't hurt anybody's feelings. Please be very, very careful about that. Now, in your life, you may be taken in a very, very specific spiritual direction. So maybe this may happen in the form of a new ascended master coming into life and teaching you something. This can be in the form of, meeting a new teacher, because if you take up a new spiritual course, obviously you'll be meeting a new teacher who then opens your eyes to new things. But you're going to get guidance regarding something, and especially you're going to be getting guidance about the next step of your life. Okay, and remember, the light of the world is the light of God. So whatever guidance and teaching is coming away, it is from the higher source, is what is coming through. And sometimes this guide can be in the form of the invisible realm as well. So don't feel like, once again, it's always going to be a teacher. It can be an invisible teacher too. But remember this, when it comes to any decision in your life, whether this is about your material life, whether this is about money related decisions, or it is decisions relating to your spiritual life, don't change your direction multiple times. Don't be like, oh, I want to do this, then I go like, oh no, I want to do that. Choose one thing. See, it's like, once again, if you do two things, you're never going to go anywhere. Choose one, stick to it, do it well, do it 100 times well, and then move to the next. Okay, but don't become like a seesaw. Once again, when it comes to spiritual path, don't change it constantly. Don't change your focus. One thing, whichever way is yours, stick to it. You'll be able to reach at the destination much more quickly than usual. And once again, you have to be laser focused. Okay, so laser focus, remember that. Now, also for you, a personal issue is going to be reaching its conclusion. So maybe certain relationship issues will reach a point where you will learn to coexist with each other, or if you've not been at a good stage, you've been loggerheads with each other, you know how to coexist with each other. Yeah, but certain personal issues with family especially, or with close loved ones, are going to be resolved. So that comes as a blessing to you, and go to the next level. Okay, you've learned everything where you are. Move. Okay, move is the thing. And once again, for that movement, you have to know what to do. You have to know which direction to go in, and for that you have to take firm decisions, not go back and forth on them. Sit for a week, resolve it, and then be laser focused about it. Now, I'm going to be specifically giving you messages about your relationships, because I feel like I've not done that in a while. Let's see. Take a chance on love. For once again, for people who've single for a very long time, take a chance on love. Okay, love is waiting for you to find it. See, just like you are in the search of an ideal partner, your ideal partner is in search of you too. So find each other. Okay, open your hearts to love, because your lives are then going to be changing forever. Embrace your emotions. So when it comes to your emotions, allow yourself to feel them. See, sometimes what happens is, we feel like we have to be strong. We have to be strong for ourselves. We have to be strong for our family. But accept those emotions. Emotions are a natural part of your life. Let them come to surface. Cry if you have to, but embrace it. Yeah, don't bury it under the surface, or don't bury it under the carpet. Slow down. Yeah, I feel like a lot of things are happening in your life simultaneously. Slow down. You don't have to do anything together. You can embrace your emotions as comfortable as you are with them. But remember this, the past is no place to be in. You cannot be who you always were, because it's like a new life is waiting for you. Open your wings, spread your wings, and fly. Yeah, slow down first. Take your time, of course. Breathe, but fly. Fly, little bird, fly. Yeah. Let's see what other messages are coming forth. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. See, when it comes to relationships, people feel there are only going to be, members who are going to be like, oh, you're the greatest person in the world. No, love is about even pointing out the flaws of other people so that they can fix it. Of course, when it goes to the level of toxicity, that is not great. But don't be the kind of person who's never open to criticism. Accept criticism, because criticism helps us grow. Yeah, otherwise you'll never grow as an individual. Okay, but remember, maintain a balance when it comes to everything, and only time will tell. See, when it comes to certain things in your life, time is the one that gives you the answers that you need. Okay, this is a specific message. You have to interpret it the way you can in your life, because every person will have an individual interpretation. Okay, wow. Time, you're trying too hard. So once again, for a couple of things in your life, you're pushing it a lot more. Okay, some area of your life, one specific area of your life, maybe in your life, in your work, you're pushing yourself a lot more, and maybe it is that area where you have to just slow down a little bit, or maybe you need time to slow down so that you can process your emotions. I feel like that is an area that you have to take care of, your emotional area. Process your emotions. Emotional healing will come through with that as well, but slow down, everything will unfold. And when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories that you shared with your loved ones. So if you're holding any kind of grudges against somebody, remember, when you leave, it's not what you take. Trust me, it's not what you take. You only go with love. So make sure you have people in your life who love you and who'll be like, this was the greatest person I ever knew. Yeah, you need to experience love in the wholesomeness. So let go of resentments, because it's of no use. It's honestly of no use. Yeah, people are toxic, people are karmic in nature. Leave them. Of course, that is something that you can leave. I'm not going to ever tell you let go of hold on to toxic relationships, but your people, hold on to them. The past is behind you now. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is available to you. Follow it with great faith. So life is taking you in a new direction. A new path is opening for you. Just open yourself up to it. Okay, whether this is in education, whether this is in relationships, because I feel like both areas require attention. But overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels for the upcoming days. As I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you with nothing but my best wishes. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to receive from your angels. And the message I'm getting here, firstly, pile 3, is your relationships are being healed, and especially your soulmate relationship. Okay, the focus is on soulmate relationship. But when it comes to relationships, there is one lesson that you have to learn. You have to love and you have to let go. Yeah, don't try to hold on things too tightly. Don't try to hold on to people too tightly, because the people who are meant to be in your life are always going to be there, and the people who are not supposed to be in your life, they will walk away after a point of time. But remember, peace is the only thing that is real, and only love is real. So you are going to be experiencing great amount of love and great amount of peace when it comes to your life, and this is because Archangel Chamuel is helping you with your soulmate relationships. But when it comes to relationships and when it comes to your life, a certain kind of healing is necessary. So maybe there are certain emotions that you've not experienced yet, or you've not experienced them to your fullest. Yeah, so please make sure when it comes to your emotions, you clear them out, whether this is through writing in a diary, all the experiences, write it down, or through crying, but experiencing them to the fullest and letting them go is very important, so that your past can be gone and you can heal in your present moment. That healing is very, very important. There is a huge importance of prayer in your life, but a prayer that is full of belief that it will come true. Sometimes what happens is, when we pray to a particular kind of divinity, we are like, we are praying, we are definitely praying. But we don't believe that that particular divinity has the power to answer it, and then we go to somebody else. There has to be a sanctity to your prayer. When you're making a prayer to your creator is going to be listening. There are no two ways about it. So please maintain that sanctity of prayer, and when you're making it, believe that it is heard. Now, your ancestry is highlighted here and your family is highlighted here. So when it comes to any messages that you need, when it comes to any secrets that you need to be revealed, all the answers lie in your ancestry. Ancestral land is also possible, ancestral home is also possible. And for a couple of you, traveling to get information or traveling to get knowledge about your ancestors is there. But I feel like there are certain secrets that you need to know. So maybe when it comes to, look at old diaries that you may find, or writings that, you probably your grandparents have maintained, because I feel like there is something that you need to learn from there. So look a little bit deeper is the message for you. Now, there is a message of transformation. So the person you were and the person that you're supposed to be are two massively different people. So there is an entirely new beginning waiting for you to happen. Yeah, and I feel like this is a beginning that is happening to you because of the prayers that you've made, your connections with the divine. Everything that is going to be placed in your path is going to be taking you towards peace, and it's going to be taking you towards happiness. It's because, this death is almost the death of your karmas. Negative karmas is what is coming through. They're clearing out, and beautifulness and harmony is going to be taking its place. But what is happening, there is a beauty in anything. There's like, the divine weaving the web of your life is what is coming forth. Some things will happen in your life as if by magic. You were not expecting it, and this happens. So then you have to see the hand of God in everything. When we start noticing the hand of God in little things, God reveals itself to you. So in everything, be like, oh, I'm sure God did this. Look at the miracles in your life, because that is an area where you learn a great deal is coming through. When it comes to your career, when it comes to your material life, you need a plan. You cannot move ahead in life without a plan or having crystal clear goals. So when you have a goal, write it down. Take a notebook, a spiritual journal that I always ask you to maintain. Take that notebook, write down. Like for example, I need a promotion. Yeah, example if that is your goal. And under that, write down what are the things that you can do to make yourself so good that a person cannot deny that promotion. If you're preparing for an examination, write that as a goal. And then, under that, just write down what you can do to make that happen for yourself. Yeah, so that is something that you know, but you need a plan. Without a plan, I feel like, it's not going to be working out. But remember, wow, you have the greatest amount of angelic protection in your life already, because angels of all four directions are protecting you. All the archangels are protecting you. So I don't know whether you already work with angels or this is a divine gift coming in your direction, but automatically I feel like, the angel realm is very, very benevolent in you, and their presence in your life is constant. Very, very constant is coming through. Now, see what is happening, there is one phase of your life that is about to get over, and the next phase of your life, nothing is set in stone, and that gives you a massive opportunity to create something or to place an intention about what you want to create. So once again, with these new beginnings, like I told you, you need a strategy, you need a plan, and most importantly, you need goals. So write down those goals and then, work towards it, because I feel like God is giving you the opportunity to weave some parts of your web is also coming forth. So it's a mutable moon. You can change certain things. You can alter certain things as of now is there. The stars are not completely aligned in place. But remember this, no matter what you do, weigh all decisions that you take. Don't make any impulsive decisions, because those impulsive decisions are never good. Take somebody's advice if you need it. Take somebody's professional assistance you need it, because make sure all the decisions are taken after careful consideration, because that I feel is most important for you. Now, moving forward, there is a person coming in your life. Okay, I see this as a person who's going to be a teacher for you, who's almost going to be a guide in your life, and that guide for you is going to take you through a long duration when it comes to life. Okay, and this person will teach you how to connect with yourself deeply. This person will probably teach you how to understand yourself deeply and to then spread the teaching far out into the world. But I feel like this love this individual has for you is unconditional. So don't stop yourself from learning. Don't stop yourself from connecting with that individual, because it's a beautiful connection at that. You learn a lot from this individual and you will find what you're seeking. Yeah, see, I told you, everything is woven in your life. So everything that you're looking for, you're going to be finding it. It's like, now the phase of life that you're entering into, it's like, I'm so grateful I have this. I'm so grateful I have this. So you'll probably 101 times say gratefulness prayers every day, because it's a spiritual gift. It's a gift from the divine. The next phase of your life is what is coming through. And once again, you have to be very clear in life. So once again, like I told you, you're being given the opportunity to create in life, because nothing is set in. So be clear about it. Don't make a choice and be like, oh, I don't know if this is right, and don't go in the differently. Be clear. That clarity is important, that self-belief is important, and then, all the things that you want for yourself will come in your direction. Don't change your mind 100 times. Now, I'm also going to be giving you certain messages relating to your relationships. Let's see. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So, whatever decisions you make those decisions based on what you feel is right, based on what you want for your life, because they will be the most beautiful kind of decisions ever. Don't let anybody guilt trip you. Friendship, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationships, and your love life will dramatically improve. So once again, if you're already in a relationship, try and be a friend to your partner. And for those who are single, a friend will probably, then become a partner for you. So finding love in a friendship, very, very possible. So nurture that bond of friendship in your relationship. Reflection. Give each other space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So once again, see, when it comes to relationships, the very first message I gave you was, don't hold on too tightly. When we hold on too tightly, we don't give the other person space to breathe. We don't give the other person space to be themselves and process their emotions, or even for them to reflect. When you give the other person space, it is an act of ultimate respect towards them. Yeah, so please make sure always have faith in relationships, always try to be friends with your partner, and just be loving and supportive all the time. And beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are also the qualities you possess equally. So the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So when we look at another person and be like, oh, I hate that, ask yourself, what about you has that qualities too? Yeah, so certain amount of reflection is important. Sometimes, maybe the other person is not behaving that way, but we project it depending on our belief about that person. And once we think negatively about a person, we never think positively about them. If you're mature spiritually, we at least try, but otherwise it's like a dead end. Yeah, so don't project. That's most important for you. And once again, I'll give you new messages. Get to know each other. So once again, I feel like a new relationship may be on the cards for you, or a new friendship is about to start, which may then go into the zone of relationship. Very possible, but explore this new person who comes in. Yeah, explore this new person, because I feel like, there's a lot that you'll experience in this. Focus on love. So remember, look for the good in everybody. As I told you here, when you look for the bad in anybody, you'll find 100 things. And when you look for the good in everybody, you'll find 100 things. So focus on love and focus on goodness in every person that you meet. Otherwise, you'll keep finding flaws in every human being. And remember, simple acts of kindness when it comes to relationships are important. So whether this is making a cup of tea, taking care of the needs of somebody, or just sitting with them, holding their hand. Be kind to somebody, okay? And that kindness then creates ripple effects in your life. So kindness is very, very important in everything you do. And turn on your heart's light. Reflect on a time when you experience love. So once again, when it comes to love, think of the time that you experienced love deeply. And then how love feels like. And then try to sort of give that love out in return to other people. Be the person who loved you the most. So for example, in my life, my grandmother has been the person who's loved me the most. So when it comes to my nieces or my nephew, I just try to be what my grandmother was with me. So I'm sure each and every person has a relationship like that, where you've experienced truest kind of love, the most unconditional love. So try and create that with people in your life. That is in the end our job on planet Earth, to create love. I'll give you the last one. The heart of the matter, there is more going on than meets the eye. So sometimes what happens is, a lot is going on within you that is meeting the eye. So once again, I told you, maybe certain emotions need to be healed, and maybe when it comes to the other person in your life as well, certain emotions need to be healed. So give time for this. Yeah, most important. and union of hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. I feel like the romantic relationship in your life is very intense, or the one you meet is going to be very intense, and then you'll not be able to explain it. I feel like it's a new zone you're entering into when it comes to life, and it is a blessing, a beautiful blessing at that. But remember, in every relationship of life, give space, take space, and honor and respect each other, cherish and respect each other. That is the only way relationship thrives. A relationship that doesn't have respect and trust is honestly not a relationship at all, because it lacks love. Love is honesty, love is friendship, love is trust, and love is belief and respect in each other. As I wrap this up, I'm going to be leaving you, my beautiful pile, with beautiful blessings and my best wishes for your life. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.